So, my friends, today the situation remains challenging across the entire front line. Let's start with the situation in the Kupiansk direction. Here, after another regrouping, the occupiers are once again storming the village of Synkivka. 5 attacks have been conducted, but all have been unsuccessful. As for the populated area of Tabayivka, reports from the ground indicate a complex situation, with the occupiers attempting a significant breakthrough. In Ukrainian Telegram channels, there is also information suggesting that the occupiers have advanced and taken control of the village.
The enemy continues to attack in the Kharkiv region. There is a fight for 3 settlements.
But we must wait for official information. In the Svatove area, attacks on Stelmakhivka persist. Shalom is also ongoing, but the activity is not at its highest. They haven't achieved any successes here within the day, and the front line remains unchanged. In the direction of Kreminna, their activity is higher. 11 attacks were conducted within the day. Today, battles are reported in the areas of the villages of Terny, Yampolivka and Torske. Shelling also continues, but the occupiers don't achieve success. Despite the fact that the Ukrainian Armed Forces are pressed quite significantly towards the river, they continue to hold their defense. In the Siversk direction, the occupiers have initiated assaults on Ukrainian positions in the area of Heorhiivka, attacking from 2 sides. So it's crucial for them to capture this settlement, or what remains of it. So they are attempting to break through as close as possible to the village and don't cease shelling across the entire front line. However, despite their efforts, there is no successes for the occupiers, and the front line remains unchanged. In the Bakhmut direction, the occupiers conducted 6 attacks within the day on Ivanivske and Klishchiivka. Along the rest of the front line, shelling persists, and the occupiers are trying to prepare the territory for further advancement. In the Avdiivka direction, their activity has decreased again, with 20 attacks recorded within the day, so instead of 30. Offensive actions are reported in Svatove, and intense battles are taking place in Avdiivka, in the area of the private sector. The Ukrainian side hasn't made any statements confirming the advance of the Russians in this area. However, judging by the map of geolocations, it can be understood that there is movement and battles are occurring on the outskirts of the city. On the southern flank, offensive actions are observed in Torny and Novomykhailivka. As before, there is no success for the occupiers in this area. The Ukrainian Armed Forces counterattack is not confirmed, and there are no changes along the front line. In the Marinka area, intense battles continue near Heorhiivka. Within the day, 10 attacks have been conducted, and the attackers are trying to break through from both sides to improve their positions. Attempts to capture Novomykhailivka also persist. The occupiers tactically have some success here, reaching the outskirts of the village. However, the Ukrainian Armed Forces are attempting to repel them, and so far the front line remains unchanged. In the Vuhledar direction, attacks continue in the areas of Zolota Niva and Staromaiorske. 3 attacks have been conducted, but all have been unsuccessful, and the front line remains unchanged. In the Zaporizhzhia direction, attempts to expand control in the Verbove area persist. But within the day, the occupiers conducted only one attack. Shelling along the front line continues, and there are no changes within the day. In the Kherson direction, shelling of the right bank persists, and Russian attacks on the village of Krynky continue. Despite daily losses, the occupiers don't achieve success, and the Ukrainian Armed Forces maintain control of the stronghold. So the occupiers report that the Ukrainian Armed Forces have indeed started using drones with artificial intelligence in this direction.
Everything is the same. Today there was only one assault on the village of Krynky. Finally, the groups from the 328th Airborne Assault Regiment of the 104th Airborne Assault Division were replaced by the groups from the 337th Airborne Assault Regiment of the same airborne division. And today, only mortars worked on the enemy in Krynky again. Among other things, the enemy continues to have superiority in artillery and FPV drones, and as we told you last night, the enemy has apparently begun testing AI drones. Electronic warfare officers confirmed this today, drawing attention to the fact that some enemy drones easily fly through the domes of the most powerful electronic warfare equipment.
Смену, к сожалению, можно осуществить только ночью. Днем парни стараются не перемещаться между позициями. Дроны летают. Хотели быстро уйти. Бедная буханочка пострадала. Фактически уехали в бетонную стену сейчас на достаточно большой скорости. Не очень получилось.
If I'm not mistaken, these drones can target the locations of stationary electronic warfare systems and then operate more freely with conventional FPV drones. So we'll be watching how events unfold. But it's evident that the Ukrainian Armed Forces have a significant advantage in this regard. Meanwhile, Putin directly accused Ukraine of downing their Il-76 plane. However, no official conclusions have been made, and international experts haven't been allowed to the crash site. No international media, including pro-Russian outlets, were granted access either.
Уничтожением самолета. Ну уж, понимаете, да? Уж везли, казалось бы, их граждан, их военнослужащих. Нет, долбанули тут. Ну, мы-то сожалеем только о наших летчиках. И я приношу искренние соболезнования членам их семьи. Да, они в последнюю секунду сообщили об этом. Там черные ящики есть, все сейчас будет собрано, показано.
There were indeed prisoners of war on that plane that was downed. And do you worry that no one will believe you?
Что? And what?
Do you worry that the international community may not believe you unless you present
Совершенно не переживаю, что международное сообщество может не поверить. Как я уже сказал, международное сообщество в лице западных представителей и средств массовой информации уже доказало свою, в общем-то, дискредитированную позицию.
And the Russians are already starting to openly express their dissatisfaction with the government in the country.
Вообще не хочу видеть его ни дня. Потому что этот человек разваливает страну. Этот человек, по моему мнению, вообще должен сидеть на скамье подсудимых за преступления свои. Я считаю, что он нарушил дух Конституции еще в 2012 году, когда пошел в 3-й раз. Я считаю, что он должен уйти.
Вы знаете, я против Путина ничего не имею. Но я имею против его друзей, коррупционеров, миллиардеров. Получается, что я против. Потому что он без друзей быть не может. Это же действительно так.
Нет, конечно. Надоело уже. Ни в коем случае. Да потому что он за свое пребывание больше плохого сделал, чем хорошего народу. И если говорить о том, что 20 миллионов работающих получают меньше прожиточного минимума.
And that's all for me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.